Dave Mustaine recently said that an off day for Megadeth comes close to around $500,000. Meanwhile, Metallica has the most expensive packages and Ticketmaster's hand of doom reigns over the industry. In this video, we're checking out how concert money flows and so much more. Read our article in the description to see Metallica's earnings on Spotify. In a recent interview with the SDR show, Dave Mustaine opened up about the cost of seeing Megadeth and explained that the $75 price is justified because of how the whole Megadeth economy works. He said it comes close to around $500K to just sit around and do nothing. But he explains, for us, we have a light man, a sound man, a monitor man, and then on the deck, we've got a bunch of people there, drum tech, bass and guitar tech, another monitor guy, and then there's people backstage, drivers, bus drivers, truck drivers, the caterers, all that stuff. And then there's all the hotels. And then you got to feed them. Can you put a price on metal? But Dave only mentioned the tip of the iceberg. In 2017, The Guardian published an article that went in depth with people behind the scenes. These things are accounted for on most tours. They don't reflect any amount of money, and it depends on each case. First off is the booking and processing fee, which makes for 10%. This goes to the kind of companies that post the tickets and allows you to print them at home. Some of that makes its way to the artist and promoters. From that, the taxes can go from 5% in the US to something like 35% in European countries, counted as cultural taxes. Then there's the songwriters who get a cut from public performance royalties. The total gross was calculated at 84%. In most cases, promoters will take 15% of the earnings while the band will take about 85%. But it depends. If the band is a guaranteed sell, then the artist gets more than the promoter. When that's not the case, then the promoter sets a fixed rate and usually gets more. From that split, the earnings pass on to the band, to the people that Dave Mustaine mentioned in the interview. So, how's $75 for Megadeth?
If you've seen a concert in the past 20 years, you may want to check your inbox for some free tickets. Ticketmaster settling a $400 million class action lawsuit over its high fees. That means 50 million people may be in line for free vouchers or tickets to shows in lieu of cash payments.
The general gather in their masses, just like the sneaky fees of Ticketmaster. In 2016, Ticketmaster agreed to a $400 million settlement after the company was sued initially all the way back in 2003. The lawsuit alleged that Ticketmaster misrepresented its fees and overcharged the prices of many tickets. Then, in 2020, a complaint was filed against Live Nation because they threatened venues, saying they won't get any shows unless they stick with Ticketmaster for selling tickets. 2 years prior to this, another one came when sneaky fees were added at the end of the ticket buying process. This tactic, called drip pricing, pumped up the ticket costs by over 20%, sometimes even reaching a whopping 65% of the total price. But what's in that ticket? Firstly, there's the base price, a fee that you pay based on the venue or promoter. For example, an arena ticket is priced way different than stadium shows or local pubs. Then there's the fees. Service fee is what you pay for buying the ticket from Ticketmaster. Order processing fee is for printing of the ticket and using their services. And delivery fee is the cost of delivering the ticket to you. Then there's the cost of using the venue, aka the facility charge fee. And then after all that, taxes. When it comes to scalpers, Ticketmaster claims to destroy the opposition by using their dynamic pricing system. When the demand is high, tickets rise and an additional fee gets added on top of the taxes and the base price fee. Imagine tickets for Megadeth start at $75, and these are the nosebleed seats. It should be an epic night because they'll be performing Rust in Peace with Marty Friedman. This creates such high demand that the dynamic pricing kicks the price of those nosebleeds through the roof. A real-world example happened when Bruce Springsteen reunited with the E Street Band in 2022. Some attendees found tickets of section 300 go from $199 to $699 US, and others found a price of 2 floor-level tickets at $5,000. With those prices, you can say tickets are their business and business is good. Now, which band would you rather see live? Metallica, or Megadeth?
Control. Watch him become a god.
The cost of seeing Megadeth at the Crush the World tour in Mexico could go from $30 to over $1,200 US, plus fees. If you want to meet Dave Mustaine after the show, that's going to cost you another $200, which seems to be a fixed number. Keep in mind, tickets to the show are sold separately. You can also meet the other band members with this meet and greet thing at $100. For the press and that kind of stuff, the band offers something called the Soldier On Pass, which includes a Q&A session with the band, a picture, merch items, and early entry to the venue, all at $125. Metallica has 3 tiers, including the one-night entry or 2 nights. And then there's the enhanced packages. We made a video about their no repeat weekend and how that works, so check it out and then come back to this. A single day to see Metallica starts at $100 but can easily escalate to $400. For that kind of price, you can pick the Frantic package, which offers on-site amenities, merch items, and more. After Frantic, there's a variety of packages. Lux Aeterna is the most complete and expensive package. It can go from over $4,300 for a one-day pass or $7,200 for the 2 nights. It does seem to be aimed at people who are splitting the cost of a premium package, since it can hold up to 8 guests. This goes to include one exclusive viewing platform for a private group of up to 8 people, and other on-site perks such as priority check-in, dedicated support staff, and a fast-track lane into the venue. So, to decide, it really depends on how much you love these bands. Megadeth and Metallica are both complicated entities that deal with massive numbers. They split huge earnings behind the scenes with an industry that's not always fair. Yet, these are the 2 legendary thrash metal bands that, even for the cost of nosebleed seats, the price might be right. Which band are you seeing next? I saw Queens of the Stone Age recently. Let us know in the comments below if you liked the video and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe with notifications if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more metal.